Hello there, everybody. This is Ben here, making my first vlog for my YouTube channel, which is Ben Fatika. Just look me up and subscribe, like the video. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about myself here for my first video. So, it's about a big part of my childhood, and it's about when I was sick, when I was younger. And I was diagnosed with severe chronic asthma, and from birth until about 6 years old, I was in and out of the hospital. And somebody put a word in, I think it was one of the nurses at the hospital, put a word in for me to have a Make-A-Wish. And I got it. So, for those of you that don't know what a Make-A-Wish is, it's a foundation that raises money to grant sick children or anyone, like any child with a disability, a wish, something they really want, and they'll try to raise the money and make it so it can happen. Now for me, when I was 5, the lady from Make-A-Wish came over to interview and all that, and she said, "I bet you want to go to Disney World, don't you?" And I was like, "Heck no, I want to meet Phil Collins." And she was like, "Well, who's Phil Collins?" So those of you who don't know who Phil Collins is, that's who's playing here in the background. I just picked up a record for my record player. Pretty good, of course. So she didn't know who Phil Collins was, and my mom played some music, and they were like, "Really? This little boy wants to meet Phil Collins." So they did the fundraising, you know, things at the mall, the band played, and people were kind enough to put in donations, and I got my wish, and they sent us all out to California, my mom, dad, and brother, and I. And, you know, we spent a few days there and went to Universal and stuff like that, and I got to meet Phil Collins. So, if you don't know who Phil Collins is, a real popular song is called "In the Air Tonight." That's by him. And he also sings the music in Tarzan and Brother Bear, if you've seen those movies. But, you know, here's a picture of me and Phil when I was 6 years old back in 2000. And it was real cool because, you know, we stayed in touch afterwards. You know, we wrote letters, and, you know, I would send him pictures and everything like that. And then, you know, that kept going on. And then in 6th grade, you know, my mom got an email from Annie, which is Phil's manager, and she said, "Phil wants to see Ben again." So they gave us 8 free backstage passes and concert tickets for his farewell tour in Cleveland, Ohio. And it was real cool, you know. We all had a great time, got to go backstage, hang out with him for a little while. And, you know, it was just a good time. And here's a picture of us the second time. It's pretty cool, you know. It was a great show. I'll never forget it. You know, he's been a big part of my life with his music, and, you know, I've overcome so much, and I've been listening to his music my entire life. Like, his music touches my heart, and I just really like it. And then 8th grade came along, and he was going on a Genesis reunion tour. Now, Genesis is a band that he was in, or lead singer in, back in the 70s and 80s, but he started out in the band as the drummer. He's an excellent drummer, just an all-around great musician. So we got 4 tickets and backstage passes with 10th row floor seating for free from him. And, you know, my mom, dad, and brother and I all went and got to see that reunion concert, and it was another unforgettable time in my life, you know. I think about it a lot, actually. It's a big part of my life, and, you know, his music, it's just great to me. But, you know, here's another picture of us the third time that we reunited, and it was great, you know. It's great looking at these pictures and seeing how much I grew during the times that I wasn't seeing him. And, you know, it was a good experience and literally an unforgettable time. You know, Make-A-Wish is a great foundation, and you know, they're always looking for donations to help children in need, and you know, that, you know, kids, I think everybody deserves a wish, but you know, unfortunately they're helping the children more in dire need, and you know, it's just an all-around great thing that they do. But you know, if I could meet him again, that would just mean the entire world to me. We stayed in touch up until about 8th grade, and then we just kind of lost touch and connections. And you know, the last letter I ever wrote to him was to see if he would come to my middle school and give a speech about the environment, because he's an environmental person. He loves the environment, and you know, he's a really great guy. One of the nicest men I've ever met in my life. You know, he was really cool, and you know, he signed a bunch of stuff, and you know, got a DVD made of when I first met him. My dad recorded the entire experience and copied it onto a DVD, and you know, I watch it every so often. You know, I think about it all the time, to be honest. It was just an absolute great experience, and you know, it's nice to see other kids get what they wish for like I did. You know, here I am, 22 years old now, and you know, I'm looking back on stuff from when I was 6 years old, even to this day, more frequently than other things. It's just a great thing, and you know, I think everybody just needs an experience like that. So, you know, I know I'm a little bit boring, but this is my first vlog, and you know, I hope you enjoyed it. You know, I'll talk about a lot more stuff, and you know, I just wanted you guys to get to know me a little bit and things I got to do in my life, and you know, I can say those are honestly the coolest experiences I've ever had in my life, and they mean the world to me. The memories, the pictures, the videos, and the people that got to experience it with me. So until next time, guys, later.